What's up, everyone? It's your boy Mastermind here with Ohio Cannabis Live. Welcome back to another stream. If you're new to my content, do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe button. Thank you all for being here. Like I ask every Friday, what y'all medicating on? Let me know that in the comments. Let's see right now. What's up, Lynette? Just getting started since we got 6 viewers. Yeah, let's grow. Let's grow. What's up, Red Donk? Welcome back to the stream. Make sure y'all share the stream with your friends and family. We need to get our numbers up. Last week we did really bad. We didn't even get over 400 views on that stream. So we gotta do better. We gotta get it to 1,000. So let's jump right into this. So a lot of talk about dogs and cats. A lot of talk about helicopters and police raids. So a few weeks ago we were talking about this a little bit more, but we are hearing that there are more raids happening. And if you had a raid, I'd like you to email me at info@ohiocannabislive.com. And if you would be willing to share your story with us, maybe even come on air and tell us what happened, that would be great. Because we definitely want to know what happened. Because some people were saying that the raid was unjustified and the people were under the plant count, but they were still raided anyway. I've heard people, some posts saying people had their plants confiscated. Um, this is definitely a problem, and it seems like we need to raise some awareness to this situation. Um, I've seen a lot of pictures online of people's grows. I look at a lot of pictures just out of curiosity, and some people's plants, they look like more than one plant just from the picture. It's kind of hard to tell if that's one plant or 10 plants. If you're really growing a really good plant, it may look like multiple plants. I would just say, everybody need to be on their trim game. If you got something growing outside, make sure it's trimmed up good so they can count them. They fly over because they are flying over. Okay, there's no doubt in it. There's no conspiracy. They are flying over, and they are counting plants. And if you got kids, you need to make sure that your stuff outside is very secure. Because if you're not, this could warrant a visit from the police. And you don't want that. We don't want that. But unfortunately, we are hearing that this is actually occurring. What's up, then, Lizzie? Medicating on Pure Michigan. Okay, nice. Haven't had that in a while since maybe like the Cannabis Cup. Just so you know, we are still having the Ohio Cannabis Awards dinner. We're also still having the Ohio Cannabis Expo here in Canton. So mark your calendars for November 1st, November 2nd for the Ohio Cannabis Expo. We're still accepting vendors, exhibitors, and guests for our panels and workshops. Please email us at info@ohiocannabisexpo.com or visit our website, www.ohiocannabisexpo.com. So I can't help but not address this wild conspiracy about uh, people in Springfield eating dogs and cats. What say you? I mean, we from here. I mean, I don't know, man. The internet and AI. I mean, they could create a whole video probably of a human eating a cat, and they will probably say, "There's the proof. There it is." But if you live in Springfield, go ahead and chime in. Have you seen anybody eating any cats or dogs? I would hope not. That would be a pretty gruesome thing to see on a regular day. So I hope not. And if you're just tuning in, do me a favor, hit the like, subscribe button. We are currently talking about the Ohio Cannabis Expo. But at the same time, we want to make sure you are aware of what's going on in your community. And something else I think I should have talked about is the drought. The drought. I mean, it's so dry. You know, it's so dry. right now. Watering seems obsolete. Are you watering your grass right now? Are you growing outside? Because I mean, it's dry out there. I mean, we haven't had rain in so long. Shout out to my good friends at Horticulture Lighting Group for supplying the lights. If you want to get a deal on grow lights, visit hlg.com and use my special discount code OCLGROW and save up to 20% on your next grow light. Trust me, it works. It works. It works. It works. For those who haven't gotten their medical card renewed yet and still need to get your medical card renewed so you can save the 10% tax, visit my website, ohiocannabislive.com, and click on the picture of the medical cannabis card to be directed to my partner, leafwell.com, who does virtual visits. With my code, it's going to be $89. No paperwork. You don't need your you don't need your medical records because they can do all that for you, make everything seamless for you, uh, and you'll be good to go for a year. You might as well because you'll be able to get more stuff. You'll be able to get more priority when you go to the dispensary. And even if you're going up north, you can still get discounts there too if you're a medical patient. So it works everywhere. I go to Michigan. Okay, go to Michigan and get discount because Michigan rec sales tax is the same is almost the same as the tax here. Imagine that, huh? Imagine that. So, for those that know, yeah, you medical patients get discounts up in Michigan. Sure, we do. You've still been overpaying. Even though you think you got a great deal, you can still get a better deal. But at the end of the day, traffic, construction, higher gas prices, the heat, the time it takes for some people to drive 3.5 hours to Michigan, it just ain't worth it. Now, if you live close by, I hear your argument. But if you live 3.5, 4 hours away, man, that's a pilgrimage. If you got a life, you got things to do, you got gas. So a lot of us here, start growing our own stuff, and some of that's going great for some of us, and some of it's not going great for some of us. So, at the end of the day, I guess at some point you're going to feel the need to at least go to stop by the dispensary and get you something. Why not get a deal on it, right? Right. But anyway, I just wanted to get y'all's feedback. I wasn't gonna be here too long, but I just want to get y'all's feedback about all this stuff that's going on in our state. I mean, are y'all ready to vote? Y'all ready to vote some of these folks out of office? I mean, come on now. We legalized home grow. Why in the heck are there helicopters flying around with the drug marijuana eradication unit? The eradication unit? Why are they even still operating? That should be that you retired the dogs. You retired the doggies. Remember I told you it's trending in Ohio. Doggies, cats, weed, and helicopters. And you would say, how does this guy do this every week? Come here. It's hard, because I'm going through this whole situation where we live in a state where, and I want to talk about this a little bit, where our healthcare system is screwed up. And this might be off track, off subject. So if you leave the stream, oh well. You'll be back and I'll be talking about homegrow again. But I'll show you how this all connects. So for a while now, I know that I have a pancreas problem. So I was going to Ohio State and seeing the doctor there about my pancreas problem. But at some point, and anybody who has a severe or serious medical condition knows this, you have to get a second opinion. And that usually isn't that difficult to do. But in Ohio, because they do things the Ohio way, it's like mission impossible. I tried to go through the doctor, didn't happen. I tried to go through the insurance, didn't happen. Try to get case manager to do it, didn't happen. Try to get this person, didn't happen. What I had to actually do was get on the internet and Google. the old school way. Google pancreas doctor. Where are they? And I find out there's one in Cleveland. Because now my doctor here says he can't see me till February. February. Mind you, stuff's happening right now. And they say, well, I seen the guy on YouTube and he looked just fine. But I assure you, being here is mission critical. Spreading the information and the education about legal cannabis is mission critical because there are other people who have just as much pain, if not more pain than I got right now, who need to know how to access cannabis so they can medicate on it. There's people listening right now. I know you're out there listening because I get messages from you who feel like since we went recreational, you aren't getting the same treatment you were getting. I've heard people have problems with housing now all of a sudden and problems with healthcare, being labeled as a drug user because you acknowledge you use cannabis. And now that it is 100% legal for everyone over 21, this should be a non-starter. It's like somebody's, but you smoke cigarettes, they got to put that down. Oh, he smokes cigarette. They make you feel like you're a demon because you smoke a cigarette, like you're a druggie because you smoke Marlboros, because they know it's bad. But cannabis isn't bad. So we can't compare smoking cannabis to smoking Marlboros. We can't compare using cannabis to drinking alcohol. Because just because you say you use cannabis, and I say that openly for medical reasons, that doesn't automatically mean I use alcohol too. And so even though they wanted to regulate it like alcohol, which I still think that was not the best wording to go with, it's clear we make sure that cannabis users are not prejudged as alcohol users or consumers. I don't want to say users, consumers. But I'm sorry, alcohol is bad. It's bad. Why is it bad? Because it destroys your liver. It affects your mood and your judgment and your motor skills. It can cause you to do things that you don't even remember doing. And yes, they made a song that says because I forgot, because I got high. But guess what? There's more people who remember everything who use cannabis. And people who use an alcohol, well, they might remember what happened last night. Okay? Okay? Now take that from somebody who used alcohol, not just someone making a prejudgment about people who use alcohol. Take it from somebody who drank before and doesn't drink no more. Take it from somebody who has cirrhosis of the liver. It can't be cured, can't be fixed. But back to this whole thing about growing, okay? And having access to cannabis in the dispensaries. This makes the pharmaceutical companies very, very unhappy now. Because guess what? More people are going to turn to cannabis and put the opiates down. And that's all bad for the commissions for everybody. Because they want everybody to stay medicated on pharmaceuticals. Once people realize that they can either grow their own and feel a lot better, or go to the dispensary and pay a premium right now and feel a lot better. Oh no, the pharmacy gonna be quiet. I ain't gonna lie to you. The last time I went to Kroger Pharmacy, guess how many people were there since we went rec? One person in line. One person in line. Now what you saying? The pharmacy? Have you noticed? Your pharmacy ain't as busy lately. They said they made $50 million off recreational sales since August the 6th. $50 million. Now, the question that all of us need to stay asking is, where is the 39% or 36% that's supposed to be for social equity and for rebuilding communities and helping people who have been incarcerated or impacted by the bogus war on drugs? What about that money? How much did we make out of that, Bob? How much profit did we? Where's our cut of the pie? No one is asking. And where, besides right here, is the public education, public information campaign re-educating the residents of Ohio and beyond about the Ohio way of cannabis? How many plants can you grow? It should be very clear. There should be billboards. You can only grow 12. Have fun, happy growing. Make it fun, but make it informative. Where is the education? I'm working, everybody, because in November, on November 1st, November 2nd, I'll say it again, I plan to provide access to the education. And no, I don't plan on doing just expos in Canton. I plan on doing expos all over the state, even if I could do it from my hospital bed. Because there's nothing gonna stop me from getting y'all this information. There's nothing gonna stop me from making a difference here for people who want cannabis to be respected the way it should be, the way we respect a tomato plant or a salad. They put more respect on Tylenol than they do cannabis. You know how a doctor tried to tell me? You know what a doctor tried to tell me? Hey, I said, sir, I cannot take Tylenol. You know what the doctor says? Hey, no, I understand it makes your belly upset. How about if I give you some liquid Tylenol, some IV Tylenol? I said, he said, it's very new. It's very new, but it's really doing great things. And we can go ahead and get you right on up. It's really expensive, but I can probably get it. I can probably pull it for you. After I had told this man, this doctor, that Tylenol's on my allergy list multiple times, he's still trying to get me to take it. Now, what's going on? Is there a Tylenol commission? Is there a Tylenol? Hey, if you give them Tylenol, you get an extra $20 on your salary for your shift. What is the big deal about trying to get people to take Tylenol? No one seems to know, or they don't want to talk about it. But I'm just saying, grow your own stuff, buy your stuff from the dispensary, because you know where it came from, because there's a big white label on the back telling you where it came from. And at least I know that Ohio is so strict on testing that they're gonna find everything from mold to a bug to everything in the weed. They're gonna find it because Ohio is so damn strict. They're gonna look at the weed with 14 microscopes in 14 test labs because we're so strict on everything. We gotta be so strict we can't let the weed get moist. You guys haven't even looked at the new method of consumption list that's coming out. It's already out. It's part of the law. Go back on my website and read all the different things that will be soon available in the recreational world. It's rather interesting and rather exciting to see new things enter our market that are not here right now. I mean, people are still going to fake dispensaries because they don't know that there's a drive-through dispensary around the corner from their house because they never heard of the company. So for all those dispensaries watching out there, I expect to see you at the Ohio Cannabis Expo at all costs so people can know the name of your company. You better have a booth at the Ohio Cannabis Expo. And yes, these hats will be available on the website soon. And we got all kind of different ones. This is just a. This ain't even the one. This ain't even the one. I ought to go show you the one. This ain't even it. This is this is blue. You already know. But the reality of this is we've got to get people ready to go because November's coming up, and we need to know who is for cannabis and up for office, and who is against cannabis and up for office. And we need to either re-educate those folks or we need to vote them out of office. And we got to find out if there's really people eating cats in Springfield. Oh man, it's something, right? I'm sure the chat went crazy, but let's see who we got. Let's look at some comments here. Yeah, I feel you, Big Daddy. You get watering every day. I'm right there with you. Uh, Captain Hook coming to the Cleveland Clinic, bro. The Cleveland Clinic actually does not have pancreas doctors. Um, like when it comes to adult pancreatitis, there's only certain specialist doctors. There were gastroenterologist doctors, but unfortunately, there's only so many in Ohio, and it looks like, from what I'm understanding, there's only some in Cleveland and Columbus, and maybe a few here and there in between, but there aren't many. And my insurance company spent 3 days trying to find one that they would accept, and they claim they couldn't do it. Cincinnati, um, they only do the children's pancreas thing down there. So they don't have any adult pancreas doctors in Cincinnati. I looked at Cincinnati as well. The next place from Cincinnati is Kentucky, and the next place going east is Pittsburgh. So it's really weird. Mama Mastermind in there with the super chat. I see you in there, Mama Mastermind. I'm just going through all y'all's comments. Yeah, I agree with you, Joseph, about keeping the rain off late season. You right on with that. You're still trying to figure out if you want to even grow 12 plants or even six. We can only have 2 ounces. And see, there's another a problem in the law. Like whoever was thinking about this wasn't thinking that, okay, if you got 12 plants, they're going to yield more than an ounce apiece. I mean, even if you cut it all the way down and try, I mean, it's literally impossible. I mean, you're going to get 2 plants if you over. So I think that the other thing too is the confusion between the medical law and the recreational law and how they should work together, but they're currently working against each other. A good example would be recreational consumers are more than welcome to fire up a joint. That's in the law. Consumption for recreational people is a-okay, just not in public. Medical patients, on the other hand, we're not allowed to combust cannabis. So then how do you draw the line? Because you say, well, if I can't combust it as a medical patient, I'm rec user now. It doesn't make sense. The laws need to be amended to complement each other. This is another thing I'm trying to get to happen, trying to get y'all to help me push to get this to happen. This is where you write into your local state representative and tell them you need this to happen. Because I can only do so much from here at my house. As you can see, I'm still sitting here in the kitchen. And it's hard right now for me to get all over this place. So we got to get people out here and mobilize and unionize everybody together to help spread this message of education information in an effort to reform the law we have, because we do need to make reforms to the current law, because some things in the law, like what you just brought up, don't make a lot of sense. And if you think about it, they're letting somebody buy an ounce a day right now as recreational. And if you buy an ounce every day, 7 days a week, you're gonna be over in 2 days. I mean, so really, how do you even cap it, right? Because if you're saying I can buy an ounce, you ain't. I mean, you're smoking. Even if you are smoking an ounce a day, I mean, still, I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, ain't nobody got money like that. I mean, no. and be tracked too. And now, like, wait a minute, sir. I noticed you bought 7 ounces, man. Can I check and see if you still got all 7 of them ounces you bought? No, no, sir, you cannot. So it leaves us in this weird situation where we really don't know what they're going to do with the final law because we still are not hearing that yet from them. It seems like they have something in mind. Where a lot of people are waiting to find out about pre rolls, for example. It's still up in the air along with the limits and things. And so recently, I haven't heard a lot of anything. So I'm hoping by November, we will have a lot more information to talk about than we do right now. I can't wait to like time travel and go back to this episode and be like, remember we was talking about what we knew then in September and what we know now in November. So like just remember this moment. We're like, well, there's still a lot of blurriness about the recreational program, and people still don't even know where the dispensaries are. They can't tell the difference between a real one and a fake one because there is a limited ability of dispensaries from advertising. And I'll touch on this before I go. Yes, they fined a dispensary $200,000 or something like that because they decided to use an ice cream truck to help advertise recreational in some little crafty, nifty way. Yeah, they tried to be the ice cream man. Kill up the Master P music right now. I was like, I couldn't believe what I was reading. So I'm like, man, the ice cream man, they had the ice cream game going on. They don't even have any ice cream cake strains in their dispensary. And this is the other things, this is finding these people, and they're just trying to get people to know they exist, which is extremely hard. I mean, when you go to Michigan, they've got billboards, welcome back, time to roll up. You got ooze and all kind of stuff up there. They could just do all this stuff. They got little flashing lights, flash, green light, green light, green light. So the flashing, and you're like, wait, man, how come we don't have that shit here? Because it's strict here. Because y'all didn't vote these folks out last time. That's why we're having these problems. So don't believe the hype they're saying now. Don't waste your time worrying about how many cats are eating down there in Springfield. We got to worry about how we going to get this recreational law thing straightened out quick, fast, and in a hurry, and make sure they don't try to cut how many plants we can grow, cut the THC, or some other weird restriction that we're all going to hate in the end of the day. We have to stay unified. We have to stay on task and on mission. Because if we don't, we will be all unhappy at the end of the year. And Christmas won't be what we thought it will be. Okay. So I'm telling you now, start letting people know, share the video, tell them they need to watch the video to the end, hit that like, subscribe button, share the video with more people, get these numbers up, donate, join a membership. We got a membership here. It's only $1.99 a month. I noticed we only got 6 members. And, I'm just going to show you guys what happened last week. It was like, I had this all set up uh, for the spin the wheel, and I I don't know. It just didn't work for me. I don't know. Something happened, and I couldn't figure it out. So, um, I'm gonna get that going so we could do this contest. And again, I really don't know why it didn't load up for me, but I'll get it working. You already know. Mastermind will figure out why our spin the wheel thing didn't load up, but we'll have it for next week, hopefully. And we'll see how many members sign up between now and then who could be winning a free bag of seeds or maybe even a free medical recommendation. You never know what I got to give away. I always give away good stuff, right? So before I go, let me know in the comments what you are having for dinner. Ice cream paint job. Yeah, I dry vape. Is it last a long time? You ain't never lied. I bet it does. Hmm. You're not receiving enough internet to bandwidth that such viewers may experience buffering. Are we buffering right now? I doubt it. Yeah, chicken enchiladas. Okay. Gotta go. My sushi is burning. All right. Oh no, don't burn the sushi. Ah, man, if you're growing 12, 24 plants, man, you're gonna need a whole team of people to trim that up, man. Much love to you, Dr. Rapat 216. Why are there absolutely no moon rocks at the dispensary in Ohio? Uh, well, we had that's a great question, Ryan Blankenship, and we had moon rocks, but most nobody really knew we had them, and then by the time they became reasonably priced, nobody was buying them, and I mean, I think one or two companies are making them right now. I think Riviera Creek and AYR, I don't even know if they're still making them, but they were the last ones to have it. And no, check Ancient Roots. They had some. They weren't calling it moon rocks. They were calling it asteroids or something weird like that. So that might be why you haven't seen it. But I mean, you can always. We got enough stuff in the program. You can make your own moon rocks. I think about doing a video on that, man. Like making my own moon rocks. I got enough stuff to make some, so I thought about that'd be a fun video to make. Let me know in the comments if you want to see me make moon rocks. That would be something I try to do just to see how it turns out. Okay, Thin Lizzy, you got some pizza? Okay, I know I gotta back off on that kind of stuff, man. My stomach is not happy with me. You got a question about the helicopters? Okay, what's the question about the helicopters? You tried to infuse bud, but it isn't the same at all. Do you know what's up with that high? Well, you got to make sure that you're using the right concentrate when you're using to make your moon rock. You're gonna have to make sure you got some parchment paper, some good, either distillate or some rosin or some live rosin. And you got to get that warmed up, and you're gonna roll that. Well, I'm not gonna give you the whole recipe right now on here. They'll just flag my video. You almost got me there. You got to watch and subscribe. Hey, I guess they message got retracted. Uh, I've seen them use the same expensive drug to treat 20 patients, all the same different elements, but they all go to the same drug. Yeah, I hear what you're saying there for sure. Yeah, that's just another one of their little tactics. Veggie soup. Okay, all right, that sounds good. Hey, can someone make an app so we can call them out and find out the pattern through the season? Oh, yeah, that'd be interesting, right? Yeah, if there was some kind of app like Google lets you know there's a speed trap ahead. Like you've gotten a notification that the chopper is flying in your neighborhood. Man, somebody come up with that right there. That's some money right there. I mean, be like sponsored by. It's like, hey, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, make moonrise. Okay, that would be a sweet make the moonrise. Okay, all right, all right. I might be making some moon rocks next week if everything goes right. That might be a great little video to make. That might, definitely got some stuff we can use for the experiment. Or I could go try to go buy some new stuff, I guess. I don't even know if they sell in keef, and I don't need their keef. I have my own keef. I mean, I think I have everything except maybe I need to get some parchment paper, but that might be worth trying out. Y'all ever need anything, make sure you hit the like subscribe button, hit and check me out, info at ohiocannabislive.com, or visit my website, www.ohiocannabislive.com, or visit and buy your ticket for the expo at ohiocannabisexpo.com. It has truly been a pleasure being here with you on another Friday evening. I wish y'all all the best of luck, the best weekend. Enjoy this weather. Let's all pray for some of that rain from the hurricane. I heard it. The rain is almost gone, so our chances are little to none. So, yep, pay your water bill and water your grass. Be sure to hit that like, subscribe button. It's your boy Mastermind here signing off. I'll see you on the next stream. Peace.